For most of human history, the universe never noticed us. We were quiet, invisible, just a small, fragile species clinging to a pale blue dot. Whispering to ourselves, believing we were alone, the stars burned on, indifferent. Galaxies collided without a care, and for eons, the cosmos remained utterly silent. Until one day, it wasn't. This is the story of the day humanity shocked the galaxy. It didn't start with a giant spaceship, or a cosmic war, or even a message written in light. It began quietly, right here on Earth, with a simple, powerful force: curiosity. It began with a species that looked up at the endless night sky and refused to accept silence as the final answer. For centuries, we wondered if anyone else was out there, and for centuries, the universe gave no reply. But while the cosmos stayed quiet, humanity did not. We learned to control fire. We learned to shape stone. We learned to read the laws written into nature itself, and then faster than anyone could have ever expected. We learned to speak in a completely new language, not with words, not with sound, but with energy. Radio waves. At first, our signals were weak, fragile, barely able to escape Earth's atmosphere. They leaked out into space like whispers through a cracked door fragments of news broadcasts, early radar pings, bits of music, laughter, fear, and hope. To us, they were just everyday noise, but to the universe, they were unprecedented, because for the very first time, a planet that should have been silent was suddenly talking. Those signals traveled outward at the speed of light, expanding in a growing sphere of information. Every single second, they crossed more empty space. Every year, they passed more stars. And they carried something truly extraordinary. Definitive proof that intelligence had emerged, not by some cosmic accident, but through sheer, relentless persistence. Decades passed. Humanity advanced at an incredible pace. We split the atom, we walked on the moon, and we sent machines beyond the very edge of our own solar system. We built powerful telescopes that could see the birth of galaxies and sensitive detectors that could feel the faint ripples in space-time itself. And still, after all that, we heard nothing back. The silence continued. Until the day the galaxy finally noticed us, but for a completely different reason. It wasn't a message we sent, it was a sound we made. In 2015, humanity detected something no species had ever confirmed before: gravitational waves. A ripple in the very fabric of space-time caused by the cataclysmic collision of two black holes more than 1 billion light-years away. We didn't just observe the universe anymore, felt it. We proved we could listen to the deepest, most fundamental vibrations of reality. And that single discovery changed everything. Because to detect gravitational waves, you have to be unimaginably precise. You have to be able to measure distances smaller than the nucleus of an atom. You must filter out and tame an overwhelming amount of noise that comes from the Earth itself, from our own sun, and even from the galaxy around us. And humanity did it. We built instruments so sensitive, they could literally feel the universe breathe. From that moment on, Earth was no longer just a passive observer looking out from a quiet corner of the cosmos. It became an active, cosmic listener. Then came the next shock. Fast radio bursts brief. Unbelievably powerful flashes of energy from distant galaxies began arriving with increasing clarity. Some of them repeated, some didn't. We learned their origins were violent, exotic, and extreme. Things like magnetars, neutron stars, and cosmic events so energetic they completely defy our intuition. But humanity didn't just detect them. We traced them back to their source galaxies. We studied them, began to understand the physics behind them. To the rest of the cosmos, this mattered. Because any civilization that can detect faint signals crossing billions of light years is no longer primitive. It is aware, and awareness changes the rules of the game. Then humanity did something even more audacious. We didn't just listen. We answered, not with a single targeted message, but with our presence. We sent our probes, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, beyond the heliosphere, crossing the boundary into true interstellar space. They carried with them the Golden Records recordings of our world, our voices, our music, our biology, tiny, elegant artifacts, now drifting silently between the stars. They were messages sent without any expectation of a reply. They were bottles thrown into a vast cosmic ocean. But the galaxy was already paying attention for another, even more profound reason. Humanity learned to see planets around other stars. At first we found only a few. Then that number grew to thousands. Rocky worlds, giant gas planets, planets orbiting right in the middle of the habitable zones of their stars. We found worlds that could potentially host oceans, atmospheres, and maybe even life. And with every new discovery, we refined our methods. We learned to analyze the faint light from those distant stars and read the chemical fingerprints of alien skies. Oxygen, methane, water vapor. We weren't just looking for planets anymore. We learned how to search for life. With every new telescope, with every new piece of data, we were getting closer to answering that ancient question: are we alone? The universe that once ignored us now has a reason to watch. It might not be because of our radio signals, which are still faint whispers in the grand scheme of things. It might not even be because of our probes, which are like tiny specks of dust in the interstellar void. It's because of what we VA learned to see and what we VA learned to hear. We can now detect the echoes of creation in gravitational waves. We can trace the most violent events in the cosmos through fast radio bursts. We can scan the atmospheres of worlds light years away for the building blocks of life. We have turned our small, quiet planet into a galactic-scale sensory organ. We are no longer just looking at the stars. We are listening to their stories and reading their secrets. We've gone from being a silent world to a species that can tune into the symphony of the cosmos. We haven't met anyone yet. The silence from out there continues. But for the first time in 4.5 billion years, our planet is making a sound that the universe cannot ignore. We are here, we are listening, and we are ready. The quiet era is over. Now the conversation is about to begin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the cosmos, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you in the next one. And here is the moment everything changed. Because a species that can search for life is also a species that might be found. From the perspective of the galaxy, Earth became something rare. A technological civilization that emerged quickly, loudly, and curiously. A species that went from stone tools to interstellar signals in a cosmic blink of an eye. A species that did not hide. Some scientists began to ask uncomfortable questions. What if intelligence usually stays quiet? What if survival favors silence? What if the universe isn't empty, but cautious? The day humans shocked, the galaxy may not have been dramatic from our point of view. No alien ships appeared, no messages arrived, no skies burned, but cosmically, something irreversible happened. We crossed a threshold. For the first time, Earth became detectable not just as a planet with life, but as a planet with intention. Our atmosphere changed because of industry. Our night side glowed with artificial light. Our signals leaked farther every year. Our technology reshaped our world in ways visible across interstellar distances. We announced ourselves without meaning to. And yet, this story is not just about fear, it is about wonder. Because shocking the galaxy doesn't mean threatening it. It means joining it. It means becoming part of a story that began billions of years before us. The story of matter learning to think, to question, to understand itself. Every equation we solve, every signal we detect, every probe we send carries a message far more powerful than words. Consciousness exists here. Curiosity exists here. Hope exists here. If another intelligence ever notices us, truly notices us, they 1TC our weapons first. They will see our questions, our music, our attempts to understand the universe rather than conquer it. The day humans shocked the galaxy was not a single moment frozen in time. It was a slow ignition, a quiet awakening, a realization spreading outward at the speed of light. And that wave is still expanding. Right now, as you listen to this, Earth is broadcasting its existence into the dark. Our signals are passing stars that will never know us. Our gravity ripples mingle with the echoes of ancient collisions. Our machines drift between worlds carrying memories of who we were. We do not know who might be listening. We do not know what answers may come. We do not even know if the galaxy cares. But we know this: silence is no longer our fate. The universe is vast, ancient, and indifferent. Yet somehow, against impossible odds, it produced us. A species that looks into the abyss and asks not just what is out there, but what it means to exist at all. The day humans shocked the galaxy was the day we stopped being just inhabitants of Earth and became participants in the cosmic story. And whatever waits beyond the stars, whether silence or contact, wonder or danger, one truth remains unshakable. The universe knows we are here. We are still listening.